Hey friends, thanks for stopping by today because I'm going to talk about 5 changes I had to make to live in an RV. The first one was my dishes. I bought these really cute melamine dinner dishes for the RV when we first moved in. They're lightweight and the black and white and gray color palette really goes beautifully with our decor. They're dishwasher safe and durable, but what I didn't realize was they're not microwavable. I added a couple pieces of Corelle dishes, which are touted as being microwavable safe, but I found out then they can explode in a microwave. So my solution? I purchased a small set of stoneware for specific use in the microwave. Yes, I know stoneware is heavier, but because we're stationary, we can take that weight. By purchasing pieces that are in the same color palette, I can mix and match to ensure safe use in the microwave and still present a pretty dinner table. As a bonus, I can use the melamine set outside instead of paper plates. It turns out that laundry day is a bit more of a challenge in an RV. First of all, you have to have somewhere to collect your dirty laundry. Our solution is to use this cloth basket. It sits on the built-in shower stool, and we loop the handles over command hooks we secured for just that purpose. The benefit is that it's large enough to hold a week's worth of clothes for just the two of us, and when we need to use the shower, we just pop it on the bed until we're done, wipe off the seat to make sure it's dry, and put it back. I remember the days when the kids were home and there were mounds of laundry that required several large loads of laundry. Today, it's just the two of us, so our loads are much smaller. Since we no longer go to an office, we tend to wear loungewear a little bit more and a little bit longer than before we throw them into the laundry. And that's a good thing because while we're lucky enough to have an apartment-sized washer and dryer unit, it sure isn't suitable for large capacity washing. We also had to adjust to the added condensation that builds up. While the dryer is vented out the back of the RV, there are still pieces we dry naturally in the garage of the toy hauler. Since we live in the mountains of Colorado, where there's little or no humidity, that's really an added benefit in the summer. However, in the winter, it's a nuisance as humidity collects on the windows and it can freeze on the inside overnight. This is a must to be wiped down as much as possible or the cycle will continue for days. Speaking of the shower, several adjustments were needed to make ours work for us. Well, for me anyway. It's certainly large enough for a comfortable shower. It has several small shelves in the corners designed to hold your soap and shampoo, etc. However, we all know how slippery these things get, and I find it so annoying to be wasting my time troubleshooting supplies when I'm working against the hot water clock. There are things that ladies just need to have conveniently stored in their shower. So my solution was to purchase a shampoo soap dispenser. Now, I'm not typically a person that likes these kinds of things, but it really does work for this situation. We have the 4-chamber unit because Bob and I use different shampoos, and I need a conditioner for my hair too. Luckily, we both agree on the same soap to use. Ours is a bit of an older model, and this is a newer model. I'm not sure about the top shelf, how secure things would be on it. If you have one or you get one, let me know. But I love the extra storage and the hooks at the bottom. I also have several of these little suction cup caddies. Now, they do come off every now and then, and so I tend to kind of clean the suction cups and reattach them when I'm in the shower. Number 4 is really all about clothing. Prior to moving into RV, I had always worked in a professional office space. Now, I'm old school, so that means I dressed, well, not to impress, but to validate my position and leadership responsibilities. I had so many suits, jackets, skirts, dress pants, shoes, boots, and tons of costume jewelry. I really didn't have a hard time giving most of it away. There's some really great charities out there where your used professional clothing can be donated to give others a chance to look more presentable when they might otherwise not be able to afford to do so. I made sure I kept a good black dress, a skirt and jacket, each of which that could be dressed up or dressed down depending on the occasion. I will admit to having a hard time with letting go of some of my shoes, but I'm working on that. I still have trouble with my outerwear. Do I keep my long wool coat? I've really not needed it for the past couple years, but should I keep it anyway? What do you think? Where I had sections in my large walk-in closet for seasonal clothes, I now need to store what I'm not using on a regular basis, and I do this with packing cubes. So I bought this set for traveling and ended up purchasing a few more for storing seasonal clothes. I make sure everything is clean before packing them away, and because the top part is a mesh material, the clothes breathe and they don't smell when I unpack them. So using a large tub in the compartment under my bed, I'm able to organize these cubes with the least worn items on the bottom and the I might need that cube on the top. Now, this is really a good strategy for those that travel. I'm headed to a business meeting in Dallas here shortly, and while we still have snow in Colorado, I'm going to need some of my cooler clothing for my visit to Texas. And conveniently, it's right on top. And number 5 is watching TV. So this is our living room. I love it because it allows about 5 people to visit comfortably in the same room. It's a great space when our grandkids are here too. There's plenty of space for the pup to move around and play without being underfoot. However, when somebody wants to watch a movie, listen to music, play a game, or anything with a soundtrack, it can quickly become a problem. Bob and I have always been complete opposites, so I guess after 48 years of marriage, the adage of opposite attracts has been proven true for us. So since I don't like his type of movies or his music, and because he wants the sound up so loud, we've resorted to each of us using a variety of earbuds and headphones. For Bob, we purchased a noise-canceling set that will connect both to the TV and to his cell phone. They also fold up for easier storage. I also use a similar type of headphone when I'm working on the computer, and this allows me to hear what's being played on the computer. It keeps the noise out from the activity in the RV, and it's a good cue for Bob so he knows that I'm engaged in a project and not to disturb me at this time. I have a Samsung phone, and I purchased these Bluetooth noise-canceling earbuds. I love them. The case is a charging station, which means they're always charged when I need them. They're also great for traveling, and they're purple. How cute is that? When on a Zoom call, I can hide the earpiece by using these Impal Bluetooth headphones and a Yeti microphone. I have a really hard time sleeping at night. I just can't turn my brain off. So I listen to books on my phone through Audible. I find a book that I've listened to the story before, one that's kind of a feel-good, easy to listen to voice, and that not only puts me to sleep, but if I wake up, I fall right back to sleep. If you haven't tried Audible before, I've put a link below. You might want to give it a try. They have all kinds of books and podcasts nowadays. At night, I'll use these headphones to sleep in. They are so soft, I don't even know they're in there. Well, that's 5 things I had to adjust about living in an RV. What about you? What did you or are you finding you need to do differently in your RV situation? Let us know in the comments below, and thanks for tuning in today. Whether you are in your retirement years, heading there, or nowhere close, we have great things to share with all stationary RVers, and many of our tips work for nomad RVers as well. So be sure to subscribe and ring that bell so that next Monday you'll be notified of our next tip, tricks, or tested product review. We hope you enjoyed today's video and that you got a couple good ideas. If you liked it, would you please do us the favor of liking and subscribing? Thanks. Until next time, bye-bye.